Here's Heiko. We're in front of my garage, and I'm in the process of unloading something that I just dragged home today. Let me turn the camera around and let the pictures talk for itself. Hold on, or speak for itself. Sorry, my English. Hold on. All right, guys. Looks like a pile of junk in the middle. Hidden is a frame with a motor and a tank and a handlebar and some wheels. This is a 1974 BMW R90/6. So 1974 R90/6 BMW motorcycle. And really nice gentleman from Reno, Nevada. Took this bike over from his friend, and his friend was the original owner, so since 1974. And that nice gentleman was trying to restore this bike and already did quite a bit of headway. The frame is powder coated, the tank is powder coated, the engine was overhauled, the carbs rebuilt, the transmission rebuilt, the final drive is back together. The drive shaft is in there. Yeah, everything looks pretty good, and he gave me tons of extra parts. Like I have another tail end of the frame, I have another center stand, I have engine parts that don't even belong to this bike. I guess he had a R100 as a parts bike, so I have tons of extra parts. Some are usable, some are not. We'll have to go through it. Here, for example, is a seat for a R100 RT. This will not fit on this bike, at least not without modifications. And I'm not planning on turning an R90/6 into something else. So I'm just going to try to find all the bits and pieces and assemble it back to an original, or the engine block or engine case is not original to this bike. Unfortunately, they have different numbers, but it's from the same era, from the same year. The transmission that's on here is one that has no Kickstarter, so that's definitely not original to an R90/6. But yeah, this one was definitely rebuilt. I can see some seal in here. Yeah, I'm gonna approach it just like I don't know anything about this bike, so I will look at every part and will test the transmission and test compression and put he gave me a brand new wiring harness front to rear, because the old one, someone cut off some connectors and there's some wires hanging out here, and the front end is also not complete. So I have another very complete wiring harness, and then all the missing covers. I mean, almost new stuff. This is 74, manufactured 1974, but he did a really good job cleaning them up already. I have 2 headlights, I have 3 alternators, I have this here is a frame for a Luftmeister fairing that came on some of those bikes. It's aftermarket, but pretty much it hooks up to the triple clamp up there in the front of the fork, and then it has a plastic fairing that goes around everything. Makes the bike look a little bit more old, actually. I wouldn't put it on. I would rather have a naked bike with a nice headlight, and like how an R90/6 is supposed to look like. I just wanted to share this with you. Lots of bits and pieces. I think I have 3 battery trays. I have so many bits and pieces. I have 4 sets of valve covers. The valve covers right here. These are already clean. I have 2 more sets or 3 more sets. I don't even know. It's going to be a big puzzle. And you can see wiring was definitely some manipulation going on. I will make that all as original as I can. As BMW-like as I can, as a German living in the United States. And without spending too much money. There's lots of potential, lots of parts that I already have here. and I will make sure not to overdo it. You know, the powder coated tank, question mark, it's not an original color, so I will see. I think in the beginning I will just make it functional and running, and then when I have everything running and everything technical figured out, then we're gonna go for the cosmetics. You know, I mean, it's powder coated, that's nice, but I rather have it in the original color, which was blue, a kind of a blue like this, but somewhere here are the side covers, and they still have the original paint on it and the stickers that say 900cc. The front fender and rear fender, they already have been sanded down, I guess, for a respray or repainting. Yeah, and I already noticed a few things, like for example the little spline shaft from the rear brakes is not sticking out far enough. You know, I'm just gonna assume I don't know anything about this bike, so I'm gonna go through everything and check bolts and nuts and, you know, compression and you know, all that stuff. Look into every crevice of this thing and make sure it's all right. And oh yeah, and the cool thing, he gave me a stack of manuals. Yeah, it's still in the truck. There is an original workshop manual by BMW, classic boxer charging. Another, what's this, climbers. There's another, look at this phone book here. And there's another one, and that has nothing to do with it, but he gave it to me anyways. Yeah, so this is going to be the future project. I know I still have the duffel bag tool series, and I haven't continued that, so I still have wrapped up tools that I want to show you. And now we have a BMW to play with. Lots of things, lots of goodies. And hopefully at the end of all this, there's going to be a running, fun bike. 60 horsepower, just saying. German power, German horsepower. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Let me know what you think in the comments about the R90/6. And we'll see you in the next one.